I don't know if we borrow or we have a dredging machine. Diba? So, rather than sa haba-haba ng prosesyon sa simbahan din ng tulay, or mathematically, the shortest point between, the shortest distance between 2 points is straight line eh. Iniiba pa natin eh. No, I mean, there are reasons, but I'm just saying, with great crisis comes great opportunity. This might be the opportunity. Then DPWH can start being more of standards. So for example, sasabihin ng DPWH, sa bawat region, ganito ang cost ng materials, ganito. Then we can tell the LGUs, pwede kayong mas mababa, pero hindi kayo pwedeng mas mataas. Diba? Quality assurance, and then also for lack of better word, transparency and accountability assurance. Diba? Kasi nga, para naman tayong mga tanga, I'm not saying it in a negative, para tayong mga tanga, if we give a province 1B, tapos mas mahal yung gagawin nila kaso sa DPWH, di ba? Oo. So, I'll try to speed it up. So, yun yung pitch ko for decentralization, no? We don't need to go federalism per se. Federalism sigurado, but there are certain things we can do to decentralize, to achieve, di ba, local autonomy without doing that. Okay? So, Sec Vince, pag sinabi yung flood control, may flood ka na gusto mong i-control. Di ba? So, obviously, pag may flood control, either the area is flooded, being flooded, experiencing flooding, or you expect it to experience flooding. You don't need flood control in areas that are not flooded and you do not expect to be flooded, di ba? So, for example, it's Roland. Pag nag-develop ka doon, may development kasi alam mo, because of the development, baka magkabaha. So, kahit wala, maglalagay ka na. Hindi mo namang hihintayin magkabaha pa, di ba? Pero in areas na walang, I mean, last 10 years, walang development, last 10 years, wala namang katabi, wala namang tributary yun, hindi ka gagawa ng flood control. Well, there's nothing to control di ba? Para mo lang sinabing crowd control kung sasabihin mo, sa pinaka-rural na area na 10 lang nakatira, unless doon tayo magrarally, anong ikra-crowd control mo, di ba? Okay. I make that point because I'd like to know, for my education, many people are confused. Parang lumabas kaya tayo binabaha dahil lang sa corruption sa flood control So for example, sa Bulacan, no doubt kaya lumala ang baha dahil sa corruption at ghost. Pero kaya nga tayo naglagay ng flood control doon because bigla silang binaha. When I say bigla, the first time. Afterwards noon, every year after, binabaha. So what are the causes of baha or flood? We can go through it together. Pollution and silted tributaries and rivers, correct?
Climate change.
Climate change,
nakita ko lang
climate change, the amount of rain. Let's list it down, Mr. Chairman, if you will indulge me.
Yung nakita ko lang sa Vietnam, ang laki ng baha ngayon, no? Because of apparently heavy rainfall.
The amount of rain sometimes is like one storm can be equivalent to 3 storms.
I heard na ang ulan ngayon maiksi pero malakas.
Oh, minsan 2 hours lang, yung amount of rain na yon is equivalent to like yung dati 3. So may natural causes katulad nun, di ba? Of course, sabihin ng mga climate scientists and activists, hindi natural din yon kasi nga nag-pollute din tayo. Okay. The other cause is we build where we're not supposed to build. And where we build where we can build. When I say build where not supposed to build is, for example, pinuputol natin yung puno, tapos we build there. Diba? O kaya tatambakan yung ilog, then we build there. Diba? In fact, the DNR, the last 3 years, has been helping us with pictures in some barangays in Taguig na dating ilog na ngayon hindi na makita kung nasaan. Diba? Oo. The other thing is, not everyone follows the building code. Kasi sa building code, dapat may water retention yung ibang buildings, no? Meaning hindi, so kung dati yung bukid or vacant land can absorb X amount of water, tinayuan doon, so akala nung iba, bukid lang yon. Hindi. Pag hindi nagkaroon ng water retention sa ilalim ng building, sa kalye pupunta yon. Kasi nga, ano ba yung science? No two things can occupy the same space at the same time. Di ba? Kung matter ba yun? O, di ba? Basta yun yung ano eh. Of course, a body is occupied by flesh, spirit, soul, mentality. So that's different. Pero when you talk about matter, it cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So kung may building ka doon, may 3 floors sa basement, di ba? Sa kalye pupunta yon. So yung parating lumalabas sa Fort Bonifacio na may cistern na malaki, totoo yon. Pero also, lahat ng buildings doon ay mahigit pa sa building code kasi may usapan ang, what's the name of the company, former chairman ng BCDA, former president, BG Sea or something, di ba? FBDC. FBDC is the joint venture, but they have a unit, BG Sea ata, state manager, na may MOA with the city, na ang city building code, sila mahigit building code, and they sign the same time. So, hindi papasa yung building if they do not follow that strict regulation. And then my height and everything, FAR, etc., height restrictions are followed. So, the point I'm making is that, do you agree with me, sir, that rapid urbanization is a big part not only of flooding but our problems?
Definitely. Especially dito sa Metro Manila, nakita ko na, like for example, in Valenzuela, meron kaming natural water retention areas na naging subdivision or meron ng mga bahay. So that contributes to flooding. May mga ganyan din. I'm sure in Metro Manila, maraming ganyan na cases.
Okay. So before I show some slides, and the reason why I want to agree there, kasi di ba, November 30, may rally. Last week ba yun? Yung may malaking rally. So, everyone's upset eh. Di ba? Outrage, galit. But there's also a lot of people who are confused and a lot of people may mangyayari ba, etc. Alam mo, garbage in is garbage out. Wrong premise, wrong conclusion. So, kung sasabihin natin, kaya tayo binabaha dahil may flood control na kinurap, that's partly correct. That's not wholly correct. So, if we correct that, tanggalin ang flood control or tanggalin ang corruption sa flood control, babahayin pa rin tayo if we do not correct the other factors. Diba? So kung ang nakakabaha sa atin, X plus Y plus Z, sinolve natin yung Z, babahayin pa rin tayo because of X and Y. So in fact, that's why nga, I would argue may corruption din, partly because of the rapid urbanization. What do I mean by that? Dapat 5 floors lang, nakakuha ng permit na 10 floors. Dapat hindi nag-build doon, nag-build doon to follow ang permit. Dapat 1 meter, 2 meters away from yung ilog, pati yung ilog tinayuan na, di ba? That's part of the corruption. So let me ask, both the Marcos administration, DPWH, why don't we go rural? Rural development. Nawala yun eh. I mean, I know the terms change, di ba? Ang estudyante ngayon, tawag na natin learners. Ano pa bang mga nag-iba? Marami ng change in terminologies ngayon eh, di ba? Para mas politically correct, di ba? But nawala yung rural development eh. And ang kaibahan din, ang rural sa Europe, US, may tubig, may kuryente, may school, may ospital, may internet. Kaya lang green siya. Ang urban is a cement or what you call the concrete jungle. Di ba? Yun ang kaibahan. Sa Pilipinas, hindi. Ang rural, mahirap. Ang urban, mayaman. So lahat tuloy gustong maging urban. And then nagsisiksikan doon. So I mean, again, ballpark how much of our budget for DPWH will go to rural? How much will go to urban? 3:1, 4:1? If you have to make an educated guess, I don't want you to compute pa. Kasi even if you look at congressional districts, di ba? Ang city will have more than 1 congressman usually eh. Ang province, at least 1. So even sa allocation nyo sa congressman, mas malaki sa highly urbanized cities eh.
Ang educated guess po ng DPWH is 70-30, 70 to the urban.
Okay. And I don't know if I'm still speaking to the choir or preaching to the choir. I don't sing, so just preaching to the choir to Senator Tuloy, to Secretary Vince, because once upon a time, he was a deep believer in decentralization and getting out of Metro Manila, so much so that he moved to Clark and built, of course, in his official capacity, yung ang tawag doon, yung government center na God forbid na magkaroon ng big one sa Metro Manila, handa yung buong gobyerno. Kaya nga ako medyo nagalit sa predecessor mo sa DOTR kasi walang niha-niho, walang sinabi, binalik ang DOTR sa Metro Manila. Nandun na nga sa Clark, binalik pa bigla. Diba? Then nagtataka tayo, bakit may traffic, bakit may baha? Kasi lahat tayo nasa urban areas. So yes, if I'm going to argue as a Taguigueño, if chairman is going to argue as a Manileño din or taga Valenzuela, if Senator Loren is going to argue not as someone from Aklan but someone from Malabon, we will argue for more funds for our home cities. But if you look at the bigger picture, the more you build sa rural at hindi mag-migrate ang tao sa atin, the better. Ang problema, walang gustong mag-umpisa. Next admin na lang. So, nung nag-build, dumami dito, dumami ang Skyway, lumipat ang manggagawa galing sa Bicol, Bulacan, Rizal, Quezon. Huy, ang Taguig pala, libre edukasyon, dito na lang tayo. Huy, ang Makati pala, may yellow card, dito na lang tayo. Huy, ang Valenzuela pala, gwapo na yung mayor. At that time, single pa, si Rex pa atang mayor nun, di ba? Single pa yung mayor, ang daming benepisyo dito. Di ba? So this is real politics, but it's also real solutions. Eh. So I want to show you this. We just did some computations, okay? Can you imagine, of the 111 million Filipinos, I don't know now if we use 105, 110, 111, 115, 42 million pala, nasa Region 3 lang, nasa Metro Manila, at nasa Calabarzon, or Region 4A. Oh, next slide. Yan ang density. Inhabitants per kilometer. Okay. Inhabitants per square kilometer. Metro Manila, 13,000 per square kilometer. Ba't iba dito? 21,000. Sorry, mali yung kopya ko. Yeah. 21,000 per square kilometer. Even the closest Calabarzon, malayo pa rin. 977 lang. Region 3, 567. So, how much are we spending Metro Manila to think that it will actually make life more convenient for us, but actually, pinapasikip lang natin and it will eventually make us more miserable. Diba? Oh, but when will we start correcting that? 27, 28, when we have a new president, or do we start now? So, last slide. I'm sorry I cannot give credit to who, kasi to be all honesty, nakita ko to sa Facebook, tapos pina-recreate ko lang. Someone posted in Facebook, can you imagine dito, 1/3 na ng Pilipino nagsiksikan. But it's a nice, it's a nice visual eh. Diba? Actually sa Facebook, it was even smaller. Dito, sinama lang namin Sec Vince, alam kong taga Region 3 ka, kasi sinama natin yung buong Region 3. But even when you talk Region 3, it's more Bulacan, Pampanga, diba? A little bit of Tarlac because of Clark. But it's basically that. I mean, if you look at Nueva Ecija, mas yung density mas less than, diba? Oo. So, I hope, given a chairman who really does his homework, we can do something about this and not only be theoretical. Maraming nga angal. Aangal ang congressman. Baka umangal yung ibang mayor ng Metro Manila, di ba? But for example,